Chair, for the record, this is Carol Stonefield with the Research Division of LCB. The only bill before the committee today in work session is Senate Joint Resolution number 10. It was heard in this committee on April 27th, and it was sponsored by Senator Sagerblum. Senate Joint Resolution number 10 repeals, rescinds, cancels, and nullifies each previous resolution passed by the Nevada legislature that requested the Congress of the United States to convene a constitutional convention pursuant to Article 5 of the United States Constitution. The resolution urges other state legislatures to do the same. No amendments have been offered, Madam Chair. Assemblyman Hansen.
Thanks, Madam Chair. This has been a really interesting one because I've got a lot more people, frankly, that have told me to vote no on it, although I am going to vote yes on it today. But I think we do need to make sure that, for my sake, I want on the record that the reason I'm voting yes is frankly, the Republican Party platform calls for eliminating this. So when it came down to all the different pros and cons on the issue, and I believe there's great merit on the no side of this, frankly, as well. But that was kind of the swaying thing for me. It's one of those 49-51 kind of decisions. So thank you for allowing me to make those comments, Madam Chair.
All right, Assemblyman Anderson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Like Assemblyman Hansen, I'll be voting yes. I'll be voting yes because I think the Constitution has been a rock of stability in a very turbulent time, particularly nationally. And I think it's one of the things that gives me comfort that we have such a strong Constitution, and the risks of and potential downsides of opening up that document in an era of fierce partisan political warfare, particularly at the national level, and money in politics is, to me, too much to stomach. And so I'll be voting yes to rescind all of the applications.
The second fear-based argument is we don't know the rules for Article 5. Where do the rules, one state, one vote, for example, appear in Article 5? My answer to that is, well, let's take an analogy. The Sixth Amendment says that we have a right to a trial by jury. Where does it say that you have to have a unanimous verdict? Where does it say you have to have the presumption of innocence? Where do you say that you have to have proof beyond a reasonable doubt? None of those things. Every lawyer in the country, whether they're left, right, or middle, will tell you all three of those things are constitutional requirements for jury trials. Why? Because in 1791, when we adopted the Bill of Rights, those were the unfailable attributes of jury trials. We knew the procedure, and that's what the term jury trial meant. It included those procedural attributes. The same thing is true of a convention of states in Article 5. There are knowable and fixed attributes. The number one expert on Article 5 in the country, Rob Nadelson, is a retired constitutional law professor from the University of Montana. We have a 300-plus page manual that gives you the history of the 32 conventions of states that have been held in the country. All the rules, we know the history, for the exact same reason that we know the procedures for jury trials, we know the procedures from Article 5 from the exact same kinds of sources. You don't have to have it exactly in the text of the Constitution when you have an unbroken history, both in jury trials and in Article 5 conventions of the states.